What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 50, and today, guys, this will be Sunday morning for you. If you would like to see another episode of Career Mode today, then get this video to, let's just go with something. Do you know what, it's episode number 50, so let's just go with 750 likes. How about that? So yeah, if you can get 750 likes on today's episode, then I will upload episode number 51 of Career Mode later on this evening. So 750 likes and I will upload another episode of Career Mode later. But anyway, guys, yeah, it is episode number 50, and a few people asked me whether I'd do a special video for today, but I decided not to, just because I haven't really had the time, I'm afraid. And as I kind of wanted to do 4 videos this weekend, I wouldn't have the time to do a special video if I was to do 4 videos this weekend. And I thought that would be more beneficial, to be honest, because you know, it is nice to do special videos every now and then, but I thought 4 videos would be better than one sort of special one instead, you know, because you get 4 times the amount of content, of course. But there you go. But I am appreciative of everyone that's been watching this series anyway. I hope you guys are really enjoying it. I'm really having fun playing the series as well, and hopefully you guys are enjoying and watching it so far. And yeah, 50 episodes is lovely, and thank you so much for helping the series grow. But anyway, we did take on Fulham for the first game, episode number 50, and it was Fulham that took the lead at the Craven Cottage. At Craven Cottage, and it was a really frustrating goal as well, because we didn't even have a touch of the ball since the game kicked off, and Fulham scored. It was a ball into the box. Williams got to it, put the ball into the back of the net, and we didn't even have a touch of the ball, and Fulham already had the ball in the back of the net. I was like, oh, for goodness sake, seriously, that's typical AI on Legendary. Just can't get the ball off them. But yeah, 1-0 to Fulham. But I thought I'd try and beat them at their own game, really. Ever since Fulham scored, I've tried just to pass the ball around a bit more. Instead of playing a direct approach, just pass it around a little bit, and you know, instead of just hoofing the ball up there, just pass it around and try and work our way into the box. And in the 45th minute, Stanislas is onto the ball, gives it to Chavez. Chavez gets past his man down the left-hand side here, ends up crossing the ball in towards Liam Trotter, and it's a fantastic header by our captain. He's had a really good start to the season as well. Of course, he got injured during last year, and he was out for the final 3 months, but he's had a fantastic start to the season, and Trotter makes it 1-1 here, and just past Yalmark Dongu's onto the ball. He's got a lot of pace, but he holds the ball out, slides it through to Danny Ings. Ings plays it through to Liam Trotter, looking for his second goal of the game, but sadly he can't keep his shot down, and the ball goes over the bar. So still Fulham 1, Millwall 1. But in the 65th minute, another good chance for Fulham here. Their German right back crosses the ball in towards Kaka Nikolic, who was having a great game here. His first shot is blocked by Eder Nilsson, but the second one finds the bottom corner. It's a lovely finesse into the bottom corner. No chance for Alan McGregor, and that made it Fulham 2, Millwall 1. So what a shame, to be honest, because you know, the game was kind of uneventful. There weren't too many chances for either side, but I felt we did a little bit better than Fulham, and to concede 2 goals really was very, very subpar, considering the fact they didn't have too many chances. But in the 79th minute, how about this? What a save by Stekelenburg, or Stekelenburg, however you want to pronounce it there. Fantastic stop by the Dutch goalkeeper. I thought Trotter was surely going to score his second goal of the game, but sadly didn't. And as if things couldn't get worse, as we were losing the game in the 90th minute, Mark Beavers also gets a straight red card, and I was just so disappointed about that one, because yeah, it was a bad challenge and he didn't get the ball, but he was a long way away from the goal there. And to be honest, it wasn't even that bad of a challenge really, because Ruiz didn't really go down until he sort of swept his arm from underneath his legs, and then Ruiz sort of fell backwards. So like, I can understand why the referee gave it, and I do understand why he did give it, but really I think a booking would have been fair, or probably the more, you know, the correct decision really. I can see why the referee did give a red card, I should say that, but if I was a referee I would have only given a booking. But then again, I am a Millwall fan. But the game did finish 2-1 to Fulham, so disappointing really. We've lost again. We only lost our first game of the season in the last episode to Watford, and now we've lost again. So it's back-to-back defeats away from home in the Barclays Premier League, sadly, and that's a real shame, because I thought we would do enough to even get the 3 points in that game, let alone a point. But sadly we couldn't even manage that, and we do leave Craven Cottage with nothing whatsoever. But straight after that, we saw that we had another international management offer. Denmark have now come into us, so again, it's a nation which really doesn't excite me. We have stalled it, because we stall all the international management offers until they say that we're going to rescind the offer. So we've stalled the Denmark one, and we've also, of course, still got Chile and Uruguay in the pipeline. But I'm not sure whether I'm going to take either of those nations. But also, Ryan Gould is coming back from Stade Brest, and Camigliano is also returning from injury. So hopefully Ryan Gould has sort of had its potential growth glitch fixed. I did read a couple of comments saying that you have to recall the players from the loan spell for it to take effect. Then I've also read a couple of comments saying you should just let them come back naturally. So I don't know whether it gets fixed or not. To be honest, I actually think that it doesn't do anything. The whole recalling them from loans, I don't think it does anything. So I just think Ryan Gould's a bit of a broken player, to be honest, and that kind of sucks as well, because he was one of our first signings of the career mode, and it looks as though we'll probably have to sell him on, because let's face it, 65 isn't really that good enough for a Barclays Premier League player, certainly not one with for a club with high ambitions. So Ryan Gould will probably end up getting sold, to be honest, because he's not growing. What I might do is keep him at the club and just continuously loan him out, and hopefully one day we'll start to grow, because I know he's got decent potential, man. I'm almost certain he's got high 70 to low 80 potential, so I do want to keep him at the club, but if he's not going to grow, it's just going to frustrate me, really, and I'm sure it will frustrate you guys as well. But we'll wait and see. Who knows? Maybe in the next squad report he grows by 10 ratings or something stupid. But anyway, he took on Palace for the second game of the episode, and the first chance came to them, but the shot was well saved by McGregor. And in the 15th minute, João Vitor let fly for an absolute mile out, but sadly Forster had the shot covered and it just went wide of the post. But in the 17th minute here, Eden Nilsson loses the ball only as far as Kelvin. Kelvin takes on D Moxie, beats him for pace, crosses the ball in with his right foot, goes to Danny Ings, but his header just goes wide. I actually thought it snuck in at the bottom corner there, but sadly it didn't, and Ings' header just goes wide. But a few minutes after that, Palace are onto the ball here. Eventually they lose out to Liam Trotter, our captain, who's had such a great start to the season. The ball is eventually played over by Seb Larsson towards Danny Ings. He tries to chip Fraser Forster. The big goalkeeper makes the save, but it falls to Kelvin, who heads the ball into the back of the net. So Ings' chip is saved, but Kelvin gets the rebound header and puts the ball into the back of the net to make it Millwall 1, Crystal Palace 0. So good for us to take the lead in this game. But just a couple of minutes after that, Palace are on the ball again. It's Jack Hunt who plays the ball forward. Eventually a shot comes in and McGregor makes another good save. So we had a very good game in this game early on. But in the 41st minute here, Carrasco plays the first time ball over the top to Danny Ings. Ings comes forward, plays the ball over the top to Kelvin. Kelvin beats Mariappa, tries to chip the ball over Fraser Forster. Again, Forster stops the chip, but he can't stop the header either. So for the second time, the rebound header goes in. It was funny because it's the same two players just alternated. The first goal was Ings' chip, which was saved by Forster, and Kelvin's header. And the second goal is Kelvin's chip and Ings' header. So it was interesting how that happened. But no, the big goalkeeper, formerly of Celtic, couldn't stop the rebound header for the second time, and that made it Millwall 2, Palace 0. So great to have a 2-goal cushion in this game. But injury time, another great chance for Palace. They came through one-on-one, but the shot went wide of the post. So that was a great chance for Palace to get themselves back in the game just before half-time. They didn't take it, and it was still Millwall 2, Palace 0. But in the 66th minute here, Palace are onto the ball again. Gutierrez can't keep up with his man. Eventually the cross comes in towards the head of Marouane Chamakh, and the former Arsenal man puts the ball past McGregor to make it Millwall 2, Palace 1. So Palace did get themselves a goal back into this game, and a route back into the game as well with Chamakh's header there. But to be honest, they had a few chances. They had quite a few chances really, but McGregor was playing really well. I had the confidence that he'd make sure Palace wouldn't score again. And in the 81st minute, another great chance for us here. Seb Larsson goes down the left-hand side, backheels it to Jack Robinson. The ball finds Junior Stanislas, who shoots, but unfortunately the goalkeeper makes the save, and Palace managed to get the ball away, and Liam Trotter's shot is also saved as well. But the game did finish Millwall 2, Palace 1, so we do go ahead and take the 3 points against Palace, and that is fantastic news for us, because the league, we have hit a bit of a stuttering run of form, but hopefully we can start to get back to winning ways and continue the good start to the season. But as always, guys, a big thank you for watching today's video. Don't forget, if you can get 750 likes, then I'll upload another episode of Career Mode later, and here is a preview of the next episode, which you could see later if we get 750 likes. So thanks for watching. 750 likes for a new episode. Enjoy the preview, and hopefully I'll see you later. But right now I'll take second, scraping through, I'll take that, to be honest, because we haven't had the best of starts to our Europa League group. But anyway, the first chance did come to Marseille here. It was Payet who came through, but it was a good save by Nyland to deny him in the 7th minute. And in the 10th minute here, Marseille through again. It's the Ayew brothers that link up here, a lovely 1-2.